Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Halfway. Sorry for missing a day of episodes. I was at a run fair and couldn't exactly record. So let's begin, and hopefully, I'm gonna eat my shoe. Okay, good. This is probably the right mission, because we're finally going to rescue Dr. Schaefer. I was gonna say, I will eat my shoe if this is not the mission where you rescue him. That would make no sense whatsoever. Especially because it's been, what, 3 episodes in the making? Just getting to this dude? Jeez. Anyway, Lab 3, we're finally here. Dr. Schaefer should be around here somewhere. Everything looks surprisingly in order. Except for that heap of ashes over there. That's not just a heap of ashes, that's what? 4, 7, 9... 13? That's a lot of ash, which is concerning. Yeah, looks like the intruders didn't get this far. You're right, it looks like Dr. Schaefer was able to shut himself off pretty well in there. That'd be great news for once. Wait a minute. If he was able to shut himself in, doesn't that also mean it could be a problem for us to get in? I think we should be careful. I think you're right, Carter. I can almost feel the danger lurking around here. I don't think this will be an easy ride. Agreed. We need to stay alert and just keep going, like we have been. Which way from here? Good question. Okay, so looks like we got 2 workable doors, 2 fairly identical looking chambers. So let's send in our point woman, because, you know, she can freaking heal herself. Oh boy. This presents interesting complications. Essentially, we have no workable cover here. So, whoop, don't press tab. Tab never does anything useful. I'm just going to kill the shields on that thing. And then I'm going to have... I guess we're just going to go with the Blitz. I really can't think of a better way of handling this situation. How much health did that take off? It won't tell me unless I'm using somebody else. Wonderful. Well... honestly, I'm praying here that we can take both turrets out. Oh, shoot, that was his only action. Sniper man, can you snipe? You could potentially headshot it, but let's see if we can just take it out in one go. Okay, that makes things a hell of a lot easier. Anybody else have any actions? Josh... I've been playing way too much XCOM if it's not immediately obvious. Anyway, so Josh has 1 more action, Josh has no more actions. Now time to deal with that turret, which is... potentially going to be a serious pain in the ass. Especially because we can't immediately get rid of its shields for 3 turns, which kind of sucks. As usual, pressing the wrong buttons. I'm going to go with Linda. Oh, except for I'm going to have Linda walk up close. She's going to punch the thing. We're going to use the strategy of punching because accuracy is stupid, right? Right. So from there, Josh has the most amount of shields, so he's going to be the next one up. And we're just going to spend every single turn just punching that turret until it dies. And miss, and... come on. Seriously, 60% chance to hit and neither hit? That's stupid. And let's send Sam behind the barricades. With luck, the turret won't target him, but I'm not making any bets here. Ah, beautiful. It goes for Josh, who has plenty of shields left. But Linda has 5 left, which is fine. Can she punch it twice? Yeah, she can. Sweet. Okay, so the the good old kick it while it's down strategy actually works fairly well, and nobody took any damage. Beautiful. Enemy low on ammo. Sam is... or no, Josh is. Well, whatever. Point woman, your shields are back up to full. And it looks like we've got aliens in there, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay. I don't exactly have a good confirmation on whether or not those are actually aliens that I see the silhouettes for, or something else. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Shield overcharge, because the red one probably means bad, right? That's my assumption here. Probably should have moved him closer. And point woman, even though she's probably going to get shot at, ideally, I'd very much like to... I'd ideally like to have that turret done by the end of this round. So let's just waste headshot. Seriously? That was not enough to take it out? Damn. Wow, this thing has a crazy amount of health. Okay, so in that case, we're going to walk him closer, because we're going to need people behind cover anyway, and we're going to waste a steady shot. That red turret is definitely a concern for us. Oh boy. Anybody have any more actions? The answer is no. So I'm going to just kind of cross my fingers here that Linda doesn't die, you know, this round. Ideally, she doesn't. Apparently point blank, and it's still missed. Convenient. Unfortunately, at this point, she is out of shields, so I'm going to have to be a little cautious there. Josh, you've got the sniper rifle. Unfortunately, Josh has to reload, so that essentially puts him out of commission for... Oh, right, he doesn't need to reload. Or use AP to reload. Well, in that case, we know exactly what he should be doing. That is the most useful stuff. And keep with the sniping, because there we go. Beautiful. It's done, and now we can focus on the other two turrets that are, you know, far less threatening. Okay, so we got that one, and why is her accuracy awful? Like, damn. I guess maybe it's just the shotgun having its effect. Well, in that case, she still has an action, right? I'm half tempted to just put her back here until her shields come back up, because otherwise she could potentially die on us or something. Either way, I think this is an adequate situation to be in. We've got two turrets, but at a very long distance, and hopefully that means they won't kill Sam. Note to self, put Sam behind cover instead of being completely stupid. That seems like a bright idea. Let's handle that first and foremost. Chance to hit. What's the chance to hit? 55%. Not very good, but... Oh, that was a stupid idea. Oh well. We'll manage. So this one is losing health fast, which is perfect. Because if I can take that one out, I'm not going to be terribly concerned about sending Linda in. Note to self, put aiming stims on him. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Linda, you can heal yourself, right? Punch it. Beautiful. And that's the end of everybody's action. So, turret's probably going to shoot her, but only 2 damage. Wow, that was not a concern in the slightest. Josh still has plenty of shields. Josh has terrible accuracy. Josh, hit it. Josh, totally miss. But now we can have Sam do the actual honors, presumably. I mean, not exactly the actual honors, though he did crit, which is really, really good. Morton has plenty of shields. I see no reason why not to send him in. And apparently, the armor he was wearing earlier actually increased his health. I never realized that. Okay, so Linda, no, this is Sam. Sam needs to reload. Linda's okay, Josh is okay, Morton's gonna need to on his next turn. However, I really hate wasting ammo. Even though we have a fairly copious amount of it, I'd still prefer to be, you know, somewhat conservative, just in case we run into a situation where, you know, we're running out of ammo quickly and don't have enough stuff to buy. So, we have a couple of options here. We could be curious and see what's through this door, or we could actually finish the mission. Curiosity's a bitch. Okay, so we've got 2 turrets there, and with luck, those are the only ones. So what I'm going to do is have her walk forward and just start punching these turrets. Sam. I'm going to toss Sam behind this, and yeah, his accuracy is going to suffer for it a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and then I'm just going to have... Oh, crap, we got a red turret over in the corner. Now, option B is I could quite simply just ignore them entirely, but that seems largely irresponsible and silly. And wow, that actually did a lot of damage. Anybody have any more actions? No. So why did I even go this direction? Because I am dumb and it looks like it was like a larger room that might potentially have loot in it. So in reality, my greed is an overwhelming force of evil in the universe. Let's just punch the crap out of the turret until it dies. There we go. Beautiful, and can you use... Not available. Okay. There we go. Shield overcharge. And the red turrets are still super beefy, which is, you know, a concern, but we should be okay. And Linda has plenty of shields, so she's just gonna come up and punch this thing. And of course it goes and does a fair amount of damage to her. Concerning. And Sam can only do that. So, I will admit, I'll be the first to admit I've made some mistakes here. Some, I'd say, semi-major ones. We'll see how it pays out. Anyway. Apparently Josh is suddenly discovering how to accuracy properly. I don't know where he's gotten this sudden influx of skill, but I will not be the first to bemoan such things. And, oh wait, can I? Yeah, I can headshot the turret, which still makes 0 sense to me, but you know what, whatever. Interestingly enough, does not actually do a crit damage. Confusing, but acceptable, I guess. And now he needs to reload. And Linda went full health, but apparently she still has one ammo. Or not ammo, one action. And we should be able to kill it on the next turn. I hope. Let's see, Josh has good shields. Nobody has shields. Well, I guess Josh, you're gonna have to be the gopher on this one. I was hoping he'd take it out, but not the case. I guess snipe it, please? Thank you very much. Note to self, don't do stupid stuff like this anymore. It's a waste of time and silly. No, I'm not going to use her medkit. Okay, let's open this door and see where stuff is. Oh my god, what is that smell? It smells like the air circulation has been switched off for months. That could mean a couple of different things. I don't think the doctor is dead. Because I think there's an achievement associated with him joining the party. Could be wrong. That's a lot of stuff. That's, mule? Mule. Sniper Mark II. Not entirely sure if the Sniper Mark II is technically any better. We'll see. And we've got figures on one side and we've got figures on the other. Point Woman, even though Point Woman is injured. Whatever, Morton. You are decidedly uninjured. Is there anything in here? Yes. My loot grubbing tendencies paid off. There was, in fact, a thing. Not much of a thing, but there was still a thing. Let's see what's through here. Hello. Who the hell are you? And how are you still alive? More importantly, what have you done to my defense systems? Of course, you destroyed them. They'll be here any minute now. Dr. Schaefer, I presume. Of course. I am. Who are you? I was saying, of course, is in terms of that joke. But, also, of course, is part of the reading. Honestly, that reference. Anyway. Morton Lannis, sir. We've come to get you out of here. Amber told us where to find you. You take orders from a compromised AI and destroy my security measures in the process? How stupid can you be? I'm not finished with 13 yet. Sir, we've set up a temporary base on level 3 in the crew decks. We're gathering all the survivors in an attempt to take back control of the Goliath. We only have a chance of surviving if we work together. How cute, working together. Lannis, right? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I can't stay here, as you've successfully blown up everything standing between me and those things. We will have to take 13 and my equipment back to your base. 13? Do you mean that quiet guy over there? Who asked you? But yes, he's our best chance at survival. Well, also need those devices and tanks over there. And that terminal there. Please, for the love of God, please be careful with that. You heard the man. Let's pack everything up and head back. Hey, everything okay? And apparently we get full house, so I guess full house is a team of 5 or 6. Dunno. ... What's your name? What department are you from? ... Whoa, slow down. Not all at once. One of the quiet ones, eh? Right, we'll talk later at camp. I assume you're fit to walk? ... Great. Do I want to leave the area? No. Anything in here to loot? The answer is no. Oh, that's my mistake. I thought we'd have to worry about escorting him back, but holy shit, 13 has a lot of health. Dr. Schaefer, on the other hand, has almost nothing. Not terribly surprising, honestly. I'm trying to scroll around and it's not letting me. Okay, so we've got that door. None of the containers that we could have hid behind seem to have any loot. The ability of this game to, like, pan around. Oh, hello. This one can be opened. Glad I noticed that. And I really... Well, you know what? We've got a full team at this point, so... Let's just do this. Okay, so Lannis, I'm going to move you forward 1. Hide him behind this. He's going to go after this one. Yes, I'm being horribly, I don't know, needless here, but I want to see if there's any containers that I could possibly open up, and the answer seems to be no. Well, what's the worst that could happen, right? Now, here's the other question. Can I just... Yes. Beautiful. Well, that makes things easier. Looks like we got everything back, more or less intact. I have never met a person as unpleasant and arrogant as Dr. Schaefer. I should probably still go talk to him. Maybe he can enlighten us about what's happening here. And the entire crew's disappeared. Guess we have to figure... Oh, there he is. Looks like we got a lot of people to talk to, too. The entire team, in fact. Well, I guess let's talk to this guy who looks to be smoking. Hey, Josh, have you managed to decrypt any more data blocks? Indeed, I have. Dr. Schaefer gave me access to one of his supercomputers. With that, it only took a few seconds to decrypt the rest. And? Any other signs of survivors? Yes, and no. It's not completely conclusive. The data is pointing towards the resocializing tract next to Lab 27B. Those aren't really living people. They've been put on ice indefinitely because their citizenship was reduced to C. When I showed this to Dr. Schaefer, he got really excited and said he needs to talk to you immediately. Alright, I'll take care of that in a minute. Anything else? Yes. I was able to manage another data block, these bright flashes we've been experiencing recently. Yeah? What have you found out? I found Goliath's jump log. Something is very weird. We seem to keep jumping through space at random, seemingly without a target. And I mean completely random. It's almost a miracle we haven't shown up somewhere in the middle of a planet. Are you telling me that we could be ripped to pieces, or worse, any time a jump happens? I'm afraid so. I don't yet know how we can stop it, but when I do, we need to put all of our efforts towards doing so. I will keep trying to get in touch with Amber, but I have a feeling we won't get around to rebooting this AI but I have a feeling we won't get around rebooting the AI directly in the server room, so we have to go to the server room to reboot the AI. Okay. Alright, keep me in the loop. Will do. Now let's peer around. I don't know where anybody else is, and if Josh had something to say, my bet is the others will too. Unless they're just completely absent, at which point I don't even know. Which is entirely possible. You do think your own... Yep, okay. I can talk to everybody else. Hey Sam, what's new? Hey Lannis, not much. Have you checked out 13? Yeah, why? This can't possibly be legal, even for GSA standards. Poor guy. No matter what he's done, he doesn't deserve this. It looks like Dr. Schaefer turned him into a guinea pig for his perverted scientific fantasies. We should put him out of his misery. It would probably be better than fighting these things anyway. It makes me sick seeing that. Understandably, it's just wrong. Unfortunately, we can't be picky with who we get to work with right now. There are just not enough of us for that. You're probably right, but we all know what will happen when we get out of here. Dr. Schaefer will be free to walk away. For us, the best case would be that we get to sign an NDA. Worst case, we'll end up serving on a correctional colony for the rest of our lives. I just want to break his goddamn neck. Enough, Sam. We need to get our priorities straight, and Dr. Schaefer is the only one right now who can get us into the Class A decks. Just ignore those two and keep your hands off them, understood? You don't have to worry about me. I can control myself. You should know that much after all these years serving together. I know. I trust you. And... why did we save this jerk again? Do you see what he's done to that guy? That used to be a human. Now he looks worse than those things out there. Easy, Linda. I don't like it either. But unfortunately, we need him for now. Did you find out anything else about what's going on out there? Yes. I looked at one of the corpses more closely and came to the following conclusion. They are human, but their implants are mutating. It almost seems like they're growing organically. What do you mean, growing? Yeah, it seems like they are of organic origin. If it wasn't for the fact that they're made of the same metallic materials as the implants everyone has on board the ship. But then, why not us? How does that make any sense? Excellent question. I'm still in the dark side of that one. All I know is that all of the corpses I've seen have the same technological growths. There does seem to be some sort of evolution happening, though. The ones that attacked us down in the engine room had the most primitive implants. That explains why they would just run towards us and use brute force. The type we've encountered recently uses guns. They're far more advanced and expose much more complex behavior. Exposed doesn't seem like the right word in that circumstance. Oh well. It almost seems as if they are in a second generation of an experiment. Have you seen any evidence of a third generation? Not yet, and I'm not sure if I'd like to either. Okay, great work, Linda. Keep at it. Will do. And, I guess the last person to go talk to is the doctor. Looks like we've got maybe one more section for some crew to fill out. Honestly, we only have, what, 2 more crew members to get, I think, before we're done? Could be wrong, though. Could be actually a couple more. Anyway, let's talk to Dr. Schaefer, and 13 seems like he's having some issues. Let's talk to him first. Hey, everything okay? Can't talk. My master forbids it. Master, do you mean Dr. Schaefer? Please, leave me alone. Well, that was fast. But at least he can talk. Lannis, your crew is absolutely useless. They destroyed 2 of my bacteria cultures and 4 books are missing. How am I meant to finish my work on Subject 13 this way? Dr. Schaefer, we are working in extreme conditions right now. I'm sure 4 books and 2 cultures aren't going to hurt a genius like yourself. At least, you're alive, and your experiment too. No thanks to you. I didn't ask for your help. But I will address this later. We have more important matters to attend to right now. Your punk hacker over there has found some interesting information. We must get to Lab 27B. Josh mentioned that there might be survivors down there. Yes, well, at least one person there is of interest. The other one that was on the list, Wallace, I think, is only going to cause trouble anyway. The much more interesting part is that there was talk of a new prototype being sent to the colonies. I wasn't aware that we had such experimental cargo on board. Of course, my colleagues did gossip about something like this. A prototype? Something like Subject 13? Laughing. I'm not even going to bother laughing. I sure hope not. 13 is just my personal experiment with the resources made available to me. No, I'm talking about a top-secret prototype. Why am I even telling you this? You wouldn't know a thing about it anyway. And it's classified. Information A Class B citizen should be hearing about. Oh, a Class B citizen shouldn't be hearing about. But I want to have a look at the prototype, and it might help me. I mean us. I'm all for more help. I'll get a team together, and then we'll get the 2 of them out of there. 2 of them? Ah, yes, Wallace. I wouldn't do that if I were you. But enough of this half-smart chatter. Let me get back to my work. And I guess that's pretty much it. There's going to be some inventory management, but I figured out I have to do that before I start episodes and not after I finish them, because when I quit the game, it does not actually save any of the inventory management I do. However, I'm going to do one quick thing before we continue on. I really want to look at these guys' abilities. So Dr. Schaefer has Reveal Enemies. Reveals all enemies for 1 turn. That's his active one. And Suit Expert. Shield capacity is increased by 33%. That's pretty damn good. Okay, and 13. Martial Arts Expert. Close combat strike damage is increased by 33%. Sweet. What? He also can apparently teleport to any visible point. I'm going to have to use him in the future, because that sounds pretty damn good. He also has what looks to be a Devastator, which does extra melee damage, but it has limited range. Hell, it doesn't matter, he can teleport. He can do whatever he wants. Unfortunately, our bank, or whatever you want to call it, is almost full, which is actually a bit of a concern. That's a much better sniper. Why is it better? It's like the same variety, I guess, just slightly different stats. Either way, I'm equipping that thing and sending this to storage. I need to clear some bank out. I'd think they'd give me more space or unlimited space, but I guess just artificially limiting it for some reason means I have to make some decisions here. Luckily, half of them are kind of no-brainers, like that one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Really, a lot of things can be recycled. Unfortunately, for me doing all of this, I think it's not going to save progress anyway, so I'm just going to say goodbye for now, and see you guys on the next episode of Halfway. And we're gonna, actually, I'm gonna look at mission briefing while we're here, just to see. Yes. Oh, shoot. Stuff is happening. Oh, well, they all just kind of gather around. What the crap is going on? Oh, interesting. So, this is the mission over there. But I'll do that later. And I guess for now, I'm just going to quit the desktop, because, well, I don't think it's going to interfere with the continuation of the mission. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Halfway, and as always, thanks for watching. And I just realized this map here is the entire ship. I feel really dumb for not realizing that. So I'd say at this point we're at the 50% mark. Maybe a little bit further, maybe a little bit lesser. Kind of depends on how many like weird open spaces we have like this. Either way, see you guys next time.